Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 128 of Geek Each Week Live. I am one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long's Toys. I am joined, of course, by Aresol. What's up, Aresol? We got Frozen Stratos.
Hello.
We got Josh. What's up, Josh?
Hello.
Rye is not here. Unfortunately, it's the end of the year. We have to make some cuts to keep the shareholders happy, so Rye's gone.
Yeah.
Might be rehired in 2024. We don't know. We'll have to see.
We figured Rye's been here the longest, but we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, really, we wanted to get rid of her first because her salary's the highest because she's been here the longest, and also because she was getting close to pension, so we wanted to make sure that didn't happen. Also, it really just depends what kind of government bailout we get, so we're waiting for that to come in.
Yeah,
and also we conspired with Chris because we wanted a Christmas bonus. And the
we're all getting bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I decided to show up this week.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh doesn't work half the year, but just shows up to get his Christmas bonus. So let's shout out the chat here. We got Chili Eilish, we got Ryder, we got Jeff, we got Knockout Ace, AJMC, Astronaut, Blade Raider, Caboose Ed, Camaro 220. Hello. This isn't the toy friendship. That's right. This is a business that brings in no revenue. Got to take this seriously.
Right.
Looking at the thumbnail, I see Gachard is going to be one of those shows where it's all downhill for designs after Q1. I mean, we don't know. We'll wait and see.
Hello.
Yeah.
There's Aerosol.
Someone say hi to me. Okay, good.
Someone be nice to me, please. I mean, someone should be nice to us because Aresol and I weren't here last week. We attended a funeral.
That joke only works once, and it only half worked the first time.
It worked when he called me and said that with no context.
Yeah, pretty much.
When he first told me, I was like, "Oh, I'm like my knee-jerk reaction was like, oh, I'm sorry," and then immediately I was like, "Where the hell would the two of them be going? They don't live anywhere near each other. It doesn't make any sense."
Hey, Caboose finally made it to thank you.
Nice.
Yay! Yeah, we for part of our one-ups, we attended the Smosh funeral roast of Anthony Padilla.
Well, it's not your turn yet for one-ups.
Yeah.
Plus, we don't call that them anymore. It's pickups.
Just get rid
That's
of
true. Do we really actually call them that?
I don't know. We don't call it one-ups.
Called them pickups. That's true. Yeah.
We usually just say, "What we get this week?"
Yeah. So when me and Rye first started the actual podcast, no video, we called them pickups, and then eventually I just say "shit you got this week."
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Speaking of which, I guess I should go because Rye is not here. So
yes.
Let's see. I got my Fortnite Monopoly. I got this at Ollie's for $5.
Ooh.
Nice.
It comes with an in-game back bling set, which I don't know if they tell you what the back bling actually looks like.
Probably a backpack.
Anyway, so yeah, this will go with my Monopoly collection, of which I have several. I found Space Usagi at Target. He's a fun space boy with so many glare accessories. You don't even know what to do. I got this from Amazon. Thundertron United stuff is starting to show up early. But then I think Optimus got moved to April or something. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sure I'll find it somewhere cheaper before then or sooner. I got Chopper. I was always saying, where's Chopper? Why isn't he in the vintage collection? And then they did it, so I was like, perfect, there he is.
I think they're introducing Chopper in season 2 of the live action remake. So,
oh, nice.
Oh.
I got one of the McNugget buddies.
Dude, yes.
Although I got the stupidest one. What is her name? Darla?
Was it the vampire looking?
No, it's the one with the stupid headphones that I said it looks like a Napoleon hat.
Oh, right.
That's not going to focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wanted either Willy Wonka, Mr. Freeze, or the guy with the train arms, Tokyo, but no luck. I finally found Air Razor. This is like the last Rise of the Beast thing. I finally found that at Target, so I think I'm pretty much done with them. Walmart had these on sale for like $10 or something. I forget exactly how much it was.
I wish that I waited on those, but
I didn't wait on many, so it was nice to actually have one I finally did wait on. Also, this was on sale the other week, and I bought it, and it took them forever to ship it. So this is a Droid Factory Advent Calendar where you get different pieces of droids to put together. And, you know, I'm just got here in time for halfway through the month already. It's only 10 days until Christmas. So happy this finally got here.
Isn't that, like, really old already?
That's fine. It's just my work computer.
Okay. Isn't that really old already, though?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was like 30% off. That's why I bought it. And they had a little Christmas droid with a wreath, and I ordered that too because that was like 30% off. And then it took them like 3 weeks to ship this, and then after this shipped, they sent me an email that was like, "We don't have the droid, so you're not going to get that." And I was like, "Is that why it took so long? Were you looking around the warehouse for them?" Target had, I think, 25% or 20% off NECA stuff, so I was able to scoop up some gargoyles that I've been behind on. So I got Angela, and then these are really, really cool. This is Xanatos in the gargoyle armor, and he is just, I mean, look, he's built like a brick shithouse. He's fucking stacked. Look at this dude. He's huge.
A brick shithouse.
Yeah, you never heard of him?
I've never heard of that term.
It is a saying.
Okay, I've heard of brick.
Unlike some of the things you have said to us, what Chris just said is a saying.
And this is one of the Steel Clan robots. And if you look at him, the Xanatos armor is basically the Steel Clan robot, but painted red with a head that you can swap out that Xanatos' head. So it's like easy repaint for them.
Nice.
Let me get some of this shit out of the way. Oh no, I fucked this up. All right, I'll have to deal with this later. Also, I've been killing it at Ross recently.
I wish my Ross actually had stuff I'm looking for. I keep checking.
So let's see. So
But it's got nothing.
I got 2 Sentinels.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I kind of like these better because they actually have more articulation than the bigger one, and they come with like actual like effect pieces, like they have the blast thing and the tentacle. The newer ones that they've done, like, yeah, they're bigger and I guess technically a little bit more animation accurate, but I don't know. They just don't really impress me that much. I think I'm going to leave that big one and pretend it's Master Mold and then just go with a bunch of these.
That works.
Plus, these were $6.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
The only thing I've ever found is that one Fortnite figure I got like a month ago, but I can't find anything else.
I got this BotBot set. It was $5. I got it because one of them is literally a piece of shit. And then I don't know really why I bought this, but I got cell shaded pink.
I didn't know that was being found there.
Yeah, $6. It was the only one they had, and I was like, I don't think I ever bought this one.
Nobody did.
Yeah, and it's the only one they ever did, so I was like, why did they only do one?
Yeah, that was a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah, because it was part of like the pink.
It's crazy. People have been finding like Pulse exclusives at Ross, Target exclusives, GameStop exclusives.
I found Walmart exclusives.
Yeah.
I'll get into that in a minute. This is actually Gabe's. I found this Fortnite dude at Gabe's for $6.
Oh,
$8.
I should check my Gabe's. I don't have that one.
And then at the register, they had 2 boys. I couldn't leave them. They were $2.99.
Behind.
Ooh, $2.99. Hey, Eric's in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Eric?
Eric.
So I found the winter guys at Walmart.
Nice.
So we got Swole Santa, Christmas dog in a sweater, and I think this is like a Cuddle Teen Leader variant for Christmas.
Oh, hey, Silveron's here as well. Thank you for tuning into our Cobra Kai stream last night, by the way.
Yeah, that's right, Cobra Kai. And then because I was in a Fortnite mood that day, I bought these ice guys at Target's had these forever. These like ice variants of Midas, and these two girls, Raider, and who's the other one? Ice Crystal. So I figured because they're ice, they kind of go with the Christmas theme.
Oh, now we have Liz in the chat. Hello, Liz.
Yo, what's up, Liz?
Got everyone in the chat.
Yeah, everybody showed up at once.
Nice. And then the last little bit of my Ross bag is I knocked everything over.
I keep forgetting that Gabe's exists and that I should check it for toys.
Yeah, I almost never go there, but around Christmas time, I start going to like Burlington, Gabe's, Ross, because they really ramp up.
Because we have like, there's like a little shopping center near me that basically has like all of those stores right next to each other. So
Ooh.
Got a Condor for $6.
I need to get the rest of that line.
This is the one I was talking about. This was a Walmart exclusive.
Ooh.
Oh wow, those are I
think this is an older set.
Yeah, that was like the first 4-pack they'd ever done.
And I think I have Ragnarok already, but the whole set was $10. So I was like, I would pay $10 just for Rex. So everything else is just a bonus at this point.
Yeah, Caboose asked if it's like Michael's TJ Maxx Ollie's, pretty much. Not as much as Ollie's, because like Ollie's is like all of this like stores this stuff.
Ollie's is kind of
But yeah,
like I don't know,
TJ Maxx.
Those I think TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Home Goods are all owned by the same people.
Yeah,
I don't find shit at those stores anymore.
Yeah, Gabe's is pretty, like you said, it's pretty similar to Ross or Burlington.
Yeah, Gabe's is another place like that. I found one of the Bot vehicle sets.
Ooh.
I think this was $5 too. Yeah, this was $5. And then I got the last two of the Dragon Ball Flash dudes that I need. And I found this. The Shenlong Gundam universe,
Dang,
which was like $10. Got some Star Wars dudes for like $4 a piece. Vintage collection.
Holy shit!
Tiny.
Ross
Anakin.
just has so much random stuff,
dude. Well, what happened? So I had to go to the doctor on Tuesday, and that's kind of like the other direction away from my house. And they just opened a Ross over there. And I was like, I love going to a Ross when it first opens because that's when they have the best stock because they have to bring everything in.
Right.
Because they were, non-existent before. And because like my Ross will get really stagnant and just never get.
Well,
I mean, like I said, Christmas has been better.
Because usually Ross has like one or two of everything, while Ollie's has like the full cases of stuff. Like
Yeah.
Really
Ross,
weird.
you have to take your time and dig because I don't know who's in charge of putting shit on the shelves.
They just vomit stuff on the
I was
shelf.
gonna say they like put it in a cannon and they just blast it at the shelf, and it's just wherever it lands.
Yeah, every time I go to Ross, I have to stare at the wall for like 20 minutes to make sure I didn't miss something.
Because I found stuff that I would have missed the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to do a couple of different rounds.
I think that's all in my bags.
Which is why when I find nothing, I'm even more disappointed because I like triple checked everything.
Yeah, you really gotta look.
Yeah, you put the work in.
Yeah, right. See, at least at Ollie's, I can just be like, "Hey, there's 1,000 of the same thing. I can just grab it." But Ross, you gotta hunt.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I got my Hiss tank. I got my NECA Turtle Van. I got Deathsaurus. I got Purunga. Thank you, Corey.
None of those are making a new table behind you there.
Yeah, they're all downstairs, so I haven't opened them yet.
There. I figured that the tank would be like the new Razorcrest or something.
No, I want to open that like right away. I really don't want to add.
You should.
More to
It's
this.
fantastic. You'll see it again in a minute.
I will.
All right. Well, to start, I'll do our weekly like and subscribe.
Dino Thunder, power up!
Excellent.
I feel like we don't use that one nearly enough.
Never gets old.
I got a haul on the same tier. I was going to make a joke about getting as much as Chris, but I didn't. I got one thing. I got a Beast Box.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And
This is one of the earlier ones. This was on sale on Amazon. I got it for about $8.
Nice.
So
Not bad.
That's a great deal.
and that's it. Nothing else that I ordered has come in. So
hello. I bought stuff. Chris, I did get Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah. So
One.
basically, initially I got the vampire looking lady, and then my roommate separately got this one. And I'm like, I'll trade you, dude. So I got it.
Sweet.
Now I don't need to like search for any more of them. That's the only one I wanted. And then
You're not going to go after the Chase Gold Nugget?
no, I'm not stupid.
What's to lose? You eat a Big Mac, you get a toy. It's a win-win.
That's true. Yeah.
Where's the problem here?
Good point. Also, my friend sold me his Steam Deck because he got a new one. So now I have a Steam Deck, and he had upgraded this to the 1 terabyte storage. So I just, have a Steam Deck now.
Where do you put the water in?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, just at the top.
It's cool that it's steam powered.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I thought we left that behind 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I play this in bed, and it's always like steaming right in front of me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, it's just like that.
It also clears your pores. It's a two.
Right, yeah. It's like that
yeah.
Cumber belt they showed off a couple years ago. That's where they left it.
Mhm.
It's a video game console and a sauna.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah. I love playing Sonic the Hedgehog on this.
Oh my god!
But I loaded up, or my friend loaded up Dolphin for me. So I've been attempting to play Rogue Squadron 2 and 3, but for some reason, like those just don't work on the system. It always like slows to a crawl in all of the cutscenes and during the gameplay.
Are they really old or right? They're older games, aren't they?
Yeah, those are way old games, and I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like you would think like, oh, it's so old, it should be easy, but it's like newer stuff's like we don't even know how to read that. It's so old. We don't even know what to do with that.
Yeah, but at least I have that on there. If they ever are able to find and optimize a way to like make that work, I will be so much happier for it. Also, what got here? What's up?
Sorry, Astronaut said anyone else expect the top to be off that bottle? Like you were gonna do the bit and accidentally pour water all over your thing. That would have been a meme. That would have been a clip for sure.
I was a little afraid that was gonna happen, so I'm glad, I'm glad for your sake that it didn't.
Yeah. I got these things from
I
AliExpress.
watched the unboxing of this occur last
You
night.
did,
Oh,
yeah.
what's that? That's cool.
This is like a Chinese Soto figure of Armor Hero. No stickers involved, so you'll love it.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut anything off of sprues. They've done all that for you. Malunas let me know about this in the Soda Pop Discord.
Where'd you get these?
What'd
you say? AliExpress?
AliExpress, yeah.
Oh,
There are 6 of these in total, and I spent like almost $100 on the set of 6.
How much were they? Do they sell them as a set of 6?
They sold it as 2 sets of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got this gold one. He's a neat guy.
Boxes from what you showed me last night.
Huh?
they kicked in the boxes from what you showed me last night.
I'll show off.
Oh,
some
it
of
came
those.
pre-punched? Was it
Yeah,
Amazon or USPS?
At the bottom, it has like storage for the extra hands.
Oh, cool.
It feels similar enough to Soto. There are like rubbery parts in
How
places.
tall is it?
It's about the same size. I had my Soto figure here earlier, but I put it away. But it's like not even Soto is like not even like a head shorter.
Now, well, I'm not super familiar with Armor Hero. Is that anything like Legend Hero? Is it the same kind of franchise?
Someone can tell me and tell us in the comments. I don't know, but here it is next to a DC Spin Master.
Oh,
dude.
okay. So maybe 4.5. So they're a little bigger.
Yeah, I'd say like even. Yeah, around 4.5.
Also,
But,
Daniel Falconer said with your Steam Deck, sometimes you need to mess with the emulator settings or the power settings.
Oh, okay.
That guy can control birds, so I'd probably listen to him.
Yeah, so I got this gold dude. Forgot his name. Oh wait, no, it's right here. It is Emperor Hero.
Oh, it's not actually Gold Dude?
No, it's not gold dude. Here's red dude.
Oh.
I think he's got something to do with the dragon.
They're all part of the Dude Dynasty.
The Dude Dynasty, my favorite Chinese dynasty.
Dude Dynasty on Bravo.
Yeah, right. They came right after the Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. When those guys got canceled, they picked up Dude Dynasty.
That's right. Yeah.
Red Dude.
Yeah.
Gold Dude.
This guy came with a neat feature where
I remember this.
they decided to come with 2 left hands for the grippy hand, so that's great. But typically standard they have 2
Yeah, I guess HasBroke made that one for you. So
yeah, they usually have 2 open hands, 2 grippy hands, and 2 angled grippy hands.
What's the line called?
I'll send you a link later. I have it. Yeah, it's Armor Hero. And then check this dude out. I fucked this guy up on accident because I'm a big dumb idiot. But he looks really cool. Very Gattack colored, but not very Gattack shaped.
Oh, Blue Dude.
Yeah. But yeah, so this hand, or at least this forearm, you're able to swap it out with this piece, different forearm, to make it look like an arrow. My dumbass thought you plug this into the other forearm, but you don't, and I forced it, and this split, it cracked, and that was my bad. But when I fit it back in, it works fine enough, and I could just glue it back later. So there's that guy, and then I have some inbox samples because I didn't open all of them just yet. So this one is number 5 Tiger Man, and his box isn't so bad, but it got dented in.
Whose box?
Yeah. And then we got Armor Hero Rhino Man, and he got punched in too a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to
like the reflectiveness on the box. That's nice.
I did too. These boxes are really nice. I wish I had them all unpunched, but this one, the cream of the crop, Armor Hero Mastiff Man. And that one was just
yeah, dude. I was gonna say, I think Ace Ventura delivered that one.
It's wild. It's like each of the boxes they picked up, and then put it in the. And they weren't all in a separate box together. They were all wrapped up together in bubble wrap multiple times, and then one outer casing of just some plastic wrap, and then my address. So that's AliExpress shipping. So outside of that, I don't think I got anything else. I am good.
All right. So pretty much everything I got this week was G.I. Joe related, as it should be. But basically, Target was having a sale. Make sure I don't knock this over. So Target was having a sale last weekend. Where like a couple figures were like 15% off or something like that. And on top of that, there was like a spend $50 and get $10 off or something. So I got this wasn't in stock to ship, but it was in stock for in-store pickup. So I got the Final Swing Tom Holland Spider-Man from
And
the
your leg seems to be fine.
It was not fun to pose this guy. I had to be very careful with it. I don't really want to move it again. But so far, so good.
What is that pose? He's got his hand like
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
down like that.
He's
like,
playing Twister.
yeah.
Is it? He like lifting himself up from having jumped?
I guess so.
Oh, I gotta get over there.
And then,
He's taking a dump in the park. It's fine.
right.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
And then also on sale was Low Light. Where I'm trying to have him get into like a laying down to take a shot pose. It's not really working, but you know.
All right, let me light up this shot.
He's really doing more of a like, I'm gonna lie down and just look at my gun. It looks good.
Pretty much. So
Yeah,
I
it's
tried.
fine.
But he has that fantastic accessories case for his rifle that I really like, where you get like the scope and the silencer and the stand and everything's removable. And I really like that. So that was one of the ones that I needed. So I got that. And then I went to Walmart the other night when I got my haircut, which I believe has finally removed all of the blonde from my hair. And after nearly a year and a half, I'm back to my actual hair color. But I found Tobey Maguire at Walmart. So
He was just hanging out at Walmart. I was
hanging
like,
out
Toby,
there.
what are you doing here? Gotta get
So-
some stuff for Christmas.
So now I just need to find the Andrew Garfield, which I technically already have because I have that 3-pack. I just never opened it, but you know. And I felt like a dumbass because like I was walking out of the aisle and I walked past MJ, Sandman, and Matt Murdock. And I was like, oh, that's probably all they have. They probably don't have any of the Spideys. And Tobey Maguire was literally right in front of me. Like directly in front of my eyesight.
Yeah,
And
I
I
saw-
Tobey Maguire himself.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Tobey
I
Maguire.
was like, were you at a movie premiere? I was like, no, the entire cast of No Way Home was just hanging out at this Walmart in the middle of Ohio. I saw the Matt Murdock and yikes, it does not look
the likeness is
anything
terrible.
like Charlie Cox.
You should see you should go to MCU Collector 24's review because he like popped the glasses off because they're like very vaguely glued in there. And the face looks absolutely nothing like him. Like at least with the glasses on, you like kind of get the look, but yeah, that one is not good. I'm gonna be getting those three, the Sandman, MJ, and Matt on clearance. I will get them eventually, but
Wait,
Not
hold
so
on.
good.
I'm confused.
yeah.
Sorry, not what you said.
Oh,
Did like the follicles change and it just kept being blonde? Is that
Whoa.
possible?
oh,
That's
It was like a henchman thing. He's like, follicles change.
Now take back.
so the final thing that I got was the Hiss tank, which I'll show off in a second. But there's other stuff that I got that happened because of the Hiss tank. So the Hiss tank comes with this retro Cobra Commander, based off of the misprint Mickey Mouse symbol, right? And I originally wasn't really collecting the retro card ones because they weren't numbered and stuff like that, and I didn't really feel like opening them. But then, you know, they're like, hey, we're going to include one in the tank. So I felt obligated to get more of them. And like a year ago or so, I got in the Baroness because Illuminati let me have like that influencer box that came with the Baroness. I already had a Baroness and the Cobra Commander. And Walmart had a lot of the other ones, or some of the other ones on sale for pretty good prices. So they had Lady Jane for $5. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what packaging they put her in. She can't command full price.
And then they
It's a
had,
bummer for her.
where was it? They had Destro for $15. So I got him. And then when I went and got my haircut and then went to Walmart, where is it? Walmart had Gun Ho. So I got him as well. So that was the first like retro wave that they did at Walmart, those four, which means I just need the other 4 that they did, which was the Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, Zartan, and Crimson Guard. So I guess I'm collecting these now, and then there's that new wave that they announced too. So,
Duke and Scarlet. And...
But let me turn the lights off a little bit there. Because the big thing that I got this week, which I absolutely love, is my Hiss Tank.
Oh, yeah.
Which is so freaking cool. So I absolutely love this thing. It's a lot of fun. The lights are really nice. All the different combinations and stuff. I love the fact that you have that lit up interior in there. Super fun. And the weapons rack, and there's so many little fun things to like pose and display with this. I absolutely love it, and it comes in like 500 boxes. So you have like the HasBroke shipper box, and there's a cardboard box inside of that, and then the actual tank box, and inside of that there's like the figure tray box, and then the tray box. So like it takes a minute. So I did like a 45-minute live stream unboxing on my second channel, but it is fantastic. Blade Raider, I'm not dropping the HasLab toy. I cannot do that.
It looks like you're about to.
I'm not. I got it. It's safe.
Oh,
So, I mean, we have footage of me dropping other things in the past, so.
Yeah, we do.
But this is not going to become one of them. So now it does. So.
I think Corey did an amazing job.
You're wearing the same shirt.
Oh my god, I am.
My favorite is when it starts to fall and you just watch him go.
There was nothing I could do.
Just like, yeah, that fucking happened.
But yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. I have the figures that it came with over there, except for the Cobra Commander. But I absolutely love it. If you want to see it in detail and stuff, you can watch my unboxing. But I did forget that to get that sale, the spend $50, get $10 off or whatever on the Spider-Man and the low light, I just threw in Aquaman. I was like, fuck it, here he is. So I just got the single one of that for DC Spin Master. But
That's
I believe.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it. That thing
It's
is
like, can he drive the tank?
yeah. So
I was trying to pre-order the McFarlane Batman figures, and Wave 2 went up today, and I was like, oh well, I'll use that 25 off 100. It's 4 figures or 25 each. So I put everything in the cart, and they're like, sorry, your total is $99.96. I'm like, fuck you. You're stupid 1 penny off. So I was like, what's the cheapest thing I can find? So I bought a Hot Wheels car for $1.20. And I was like, I can't believe you're actually selling these singly online.
There you go.
So
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, I just threw in a Hot Wheels because I was like, well, at this point, I'm spending $1.25 to save like an additional $15.
Right.
So I was like, I'm still saving, $13.75. Let's go.
Right.
Hey, we got some news, boys.
Yeah. Not a lot, but we have some.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, check it out. It's
All
there.
right. So, the era of toy leaks from Toy Skins, I guess, is sort of back, I guess. So this happened last Sunday. We had gotten, like, rumors of these things. Like, we knew that, like, there was a Legend power-up and then the obligatory Gachard Final Form item. But what's really crazy is that we actually have pictures of these things, especially in the case of Gachard's Final Form, because we don't even have pictures of what his, like, February and March power-ups look like yet. So because we skipped a quarter, so like there's like 2 other forms that are going to happen before this that we have no idea what they look like. We have the final form. So this is, I believe it's called Rainbow Gachard. It's
Rainbow Gachard. That's a delicious vegetable. Yeah.
yeah. It's saying something about it being like the 101st Chemi, which makes sense. So like you got this little friend.
I love his little dino buddy or whatever.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what kind of animal it was.
So you get this little fun dino friend that plugs into the same port that I'm assuming pretty much everything's going to plug into, because that's where the caliper thing plugs into as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, pretty much the only place you can put something on the driver. So
Yeah. I weirdly thought this was, because I didn't know it was the final form at first. I thought it was like a Geeks thing because it looks like Geeks is
no, it does,
final
yeah.
form buckle.
Oh, like the tail thing.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
This
Rainbow Couture.
suit reminds me of New Deno and also a little bit of Build Genius.
I definitely
Yeah.
get Build Genius.
Build Genius for sure. Yeah.
And then a Toei logo explosion in the.
That's Caboose just said. Why you got the Toei logo?
Oh my god! I've been looking at this for like a week and I never noticed that. But yeah, it's really hard to tell what the cards say, but it shows like now designing the cards, so it looks like it like forms like halves of the little dino friend. It looks like it's kind of split in the middle. So I assume you probably like put those in the driver first and then put like the little plug-in on top or something like that.
Okay.
So that'll be out in the show soon.
Blade Raider made the same joke I said. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, good. Now he can't lick his stitches.
And then in what I absolutely love for how stupid it is, you get this is Kamen Rider Gorgeous Legend, which is coming out,
incorrect.
which is coming out in April, and is this power-up gun that you just replace the Legend
in the middle of the
Rider.
battle, he just starts doing sonnets.
Yeah. So, of course, if you're gonna have a power-up for Legend, you have to make it kind of Decayed Complete-esque. So you have this, and what I love is that his Chemi is the lion. So you have this lion mane of Chemi cards around him, which I love.
I actually dig it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Actually, it's not as stupid as Complete Form 21, but
No,
it
that
still
was
has
I'll
that.
give it that. Yeah.
It does have that Decayed Complete like level of just dumbness.
For someone who's like obsessed with being gorgeous and like fashion and shit, this kind of makes sense.
Oh,
yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
This is the latest fashion out of Milan.
So yeah, people already found like figured out like what card is where. So it has Kuga through Gachard on there, plus Legend. It looks like Legend is on both the chest and the head. So I don't know why Legend's on there twice. But
He put his own face on his dick. He loves himself.
Right. And then you get a new card with him, of course.
That's where all the gems fall from, Chris.
The family jewels.
Which looks like with this card and also with something else that was on these listings and these leaks, there's a new rarity called PU. Which
No.
this one is a PU card. So there's that. And then I think I included it on the next slide. I hope I did.
Okay, let's find out.
I did. So phase 3 is not going to be a thing until March, but since these are the last quarter, we have pictures for phase 4. So phase 4 will be out in May. And what we can see from this so far is that there's going to be some other version of Hopper 1 and a parallel of Drive type Trideron. So not only are we going to get Final Form cards, which we already have started to dive into, we're going to get parallel Final Form cards, which according to this is the PU. So
do they will it just say Drive in the
driver? Yeah, there's no Final Form sounds in there. Yeah, it'd just be Drive. I don't know what rarity this Hopper 1 is supposed to be. I don't know if it's like another parallel of it or something. Some kind of special one, but yeah,
it's a rainbow.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like the art of it. But phase 4 is going to be out in May, and we don't know what's in phase 3. This was the first time we even heard that we were getting a phase 4, so there's that.
All right.
But that was about it. So it's really weird because we just have all this stuff from like April through June that we have pictures of, but stuff between now and March we don't have any pictures of.
Surprise.
What's this?
Oh, did we not talk about this already?
Oh.
I thought we did. Maybe we. How did you?
I thought
we did. Yeah, it's just another one of those movie bonus packs.
Yeah, this is if you go see the Geets and Gachard film starting next week, you get a pack with these 5 cards. So
okay. Cool. Power Rangers news.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought somebody said something about like there's a Godzilla anniversary or something in like 2024 or something.
Yeah, it'll be 70 years.
70. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so they're doing Godzilla versus Power Rangers 2.
Like, wait, why is white and green? Now I'm confused.
I didn't even notice that until now. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Also, the first one was not good.
I still don't
Alright.
like the art on this cover either. I don't.
Yeah,
like
the
Yeah,
art
why
was
are they still like?
the legacy
Oh.
figures on the cover here. Like,
Yeah, like honestly, I didn't like most of the art. Like Godzilla looks okay throughout the first book. Like the monsters were okay,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, I didn't really like the art for the human characters, and the story was dumb, and I don't know. I mean, it was literally just an excuse to have the Dragon Zord next to Godzilla because the Dragon
Right,
Zord is based
right.
on Godzilla. It's like a long time ago, back in the day, they did a Star Trek meets X-Men crossover comic. And I was like, why in the hell? And then there's one panel where someone goes, Dr. McCoy, and Bones and Beast both turn around and go, yes. And I go, oh, for that one joke. That's why this happened. This whole stupid thing happened for that one joke. Okay.
Fun. So yeah, I never have really I have the like the paperback of the original, the first one of these, but I like never really heard anybody talk about it positively or negatively.
Yeah,
So,
I was buying it from my comic shop, and they almost didn't give me the last issue. And I didn't notice it for like 2 months. I was like, oh, whatever happened to it? They're like, oh, we don't know. And then they looked it up. They're like, we can order you one. I'm like, okay. I mean, I read this many of it. I guess I'll finish it.
Fun.
You know what? They look wrinkled. Everyone looks wrinkly.
Yeah,
That's
I agree. Yeah, I don't like it.
It's just, I don't know. It's a weird.
I didn't like it the
That's
first time,
bad.
and I don't like it here. So
It
Yeah.
looks like someone applied a really bad filter to make something look like an SIC thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
everything seems like darker and like
Right.
scribbly.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't put
Also,
it into words, but
someone please use that Rita face as a profile picture. That's perfect.
she's taking a mad
Okay.
shit.
Yeah. All right. Whoa.
So this guy, well, we already kind of knew this was a thing from Toy Fair, because they didn't technically want pictures taken, but they leaked out anyway. The Page Turner line was going to be doing Transformers.
Did pictures actually leak?
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of them on Twitter.
Wait.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Preternia posted pictures of them the other day.
The Power Rangers or just Transformers?
No, the GI Joe ones, like just.
Oh, I saw the GI Joe ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see the.
But they
Transformers
weren't
ones.
supposed to technically be out.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to take pictures of any of them.
So, I'm assuming a move to kind of try to turn attention away from the massive layoffs. They put out.
I was going to say, is this an appropriate time to, Hasbro sucks?
I figured this would kind of be when we do it, but they put out this press release. I think it was Tuesday or something. That
They're like, look, this is who's going to be doing these people's jobs now.
yeah. They put out this press release that they're going to allow McFarlane Toys to do Page Turner figures. I believe both in their like 3-inch ones and also like the 7-inch ones. Page punchers. Yes. My bad.
Yes, right. Page Turners.
But those are going to be for.
Well, they're definitely Page Turners because they pack them with like 5 to 10-year-old comic books.
Right.
So like, man, I can't wait to get this issue of Blue Beetle from 2016. This is sweet.
So until this week, I had no idea that they also did like 7-inch figures or whatever in this line. I thought they were just like the 3-inch ones or 4-inch ones or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I did not know that there was like different scales.
It's mostly 3-inch. There are 4-inch Pacific Rim, and then DC has some 7.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And
DC, I think is the only ones they've done. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show this off. This is relevant right now.
Oh, there you go.
Here is a Page Puncher 3-inch Stranger Thing 2-pack. So there you go. And it comes with this comic book. Which
when it comes to that, like because they announced like Power Rangers was listed specifically in the press release, alongside like GI Joe and Transformers, which we already knew about, and Dungeons and Dragons was the other one that they name dropped. But like for Power Rangers, like there's so many different Boom Studios like designs and stuff I would love for them to do. I don't know if I necessarily have a lot of faith in that actually happening. They're probably just gonna be Mighty Morphin with like a random Mighty Morphin comic.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
weird. They do get relatively obscure with their DC stuff,
Yeah.
but I will say McFarlane is weird about making female figures and refuses to really make anyone outside of like Wonder Woman, and said some really weird shit about it. So
Tidy Mac spouting off about Wonder Woman. What was he saying?
he was saying she's probably the only one that would sell, and kids would be really disappointed if they got a female figure instead of any other male superhero. And I'm like,
Well, that's fun.
oh, okay.
Yeah, like I saw some people this week who like aren't familiar with this line and stuff like that. The they were like, oh, this will be, this will pick up Lightning Collection slack. I'm like, no, like that will not be happening with.
I'm like, one, I kind of don't think so. From what I understand, the 3-inch figures, they just use old comic books, whatever's laying around. And I would assume that those are very, very geared towards younger children, that they're trying to be like, get into comics. Here's a little figure, have some fun.
Yeah.
Then they have the 7-inch ones, which I believe come with exclusive comic books that are not sold in stores. Like the comic books are made for those 7-inch figures. Because the 4-inch Pacific Rim ones that I got, those come with exclusive comics. There's 2 series. All the kaiju come with 1 series, and all the Jaegers come with another series. And if you want to get the whole series, I think there's 4 for the kaiju, and I think there's 6 for the Jaeger. So you have to buy, like, you could buy just all the kaiju and get 1 full series, and then same with the others.
That's kind of neat.
So I don't think the 3-inch ones. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're very interested in doing 7-inch for anything but DC.
So like,
but I don't know that
they would just be like repurposed Boom Studios issues or something.
If any, or it could be the old ones. What were the shitty ones from back in the day?
Was it like Hamilton?
Yeah, any of that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not going to. I don't know anything. I'm just saying it could be any from across the world. Or
you know what? They'll have this one.
It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to guess, I would think they might do like 2 packs, maybe like a Ranger and a Monster or something. If I
the thing is that like optimistically we would be able to get some kind of merchandise for like the Death Ranger or the Solar Rangers or like some of the comic stuff that like we're never going to get.
Yeah, I think
I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're thinking too lofty.
Right,
I think he's going to do like the main 6, maybe white, and maybe some monsters. Somebody said, I think maybe it was even Corey, if they did like,
I could see them doing like Dragon Ranger Slayer. Then I could see that happening.
That's possible. But I was going to say, if they kind of did like they did for the Pacific Rim ones, where they do like a Megazord with a little destroyable building,
that'd be cool.
I think that could be neat, like a little 4-inch Megazord.
Ooh, that would be cool too. I mean, once again, don't expect it necessarily, but because of all the wacky comic exclusive combinations there are of the Megazords,
because then they wouldn't have to transform. Like you could just make the figures. Yeah. That could be cool. But
I think it just comes down to the fact that like there is so much stuff in the Boom comics that I wish the Lightning Collection bothered to try to tackle. That this could, in theory, tackle, but I still don't expect it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go with tried and true first, and if that takes off,
Plus, probably Draken and Ranger Slayer, just like because they're relatively safe choices. Because like, Funko did those, and other companies do those, so like, that would probably happen. I would assume.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I mean that's not impossible.
Yeah.
So instead of hoping that Hasbro makes toys for a Hasbro property, we have to hope that some third-party motherfucker is going to have to make the toys that Hasbro is supposed to be making now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's
what does Hasbro sell? Well,
Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and Marvel. That's it.
I see.
Those 4. And 2 of them they don't own. So.
I'm trying to think of some kind of sarcastic comeback to what they sell.
It's good to preface it with that.
Yeah, I know. But it's not nothing's coming to me. But I guess I didn't put a specific slide in here for this, but this was like right after the announcement that they were cutting 20% of their workforce.
I don't know. Was it actually 20%? I only said 20%.
Yeah, I saw that it was 20%. Yeah, it was
Oh
like,
wait,
was
it
like-
was actually 20%. Okay.
yeah, it was like
Well, no,
roughly
it wasn't
20%.
like 200 more because like they didn't. Somebody told me that it was. They announced 900
Yeah,
at the beginning of the year,
Chris,
and they were
Chris said
already
that he said something where it was
they're
somewhat
already
misleading.
mostly through that, and now they had to add like 200 more globally or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's like
It
1100.
was
all told.
anywhere between like this next round is anywhere between 900 and 1100.
And I believe, from what I understand, they started.
But I don't think that's 1100 additional. I think it's 1100 total, including what they already started.
Let me check TFW.
As far as I'm aware, from what I was reading, I believe the first round of those started hitting people like this past Wednesday.
Of the additional ones, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
So that's fun. Like as Blade Raider said here, like Super 7 is making G.I. Joe O-rings. Daniel said,
hold on. So the article on TFW says
Mhm.
Hasbro to cut another 20% of workforce in 2024.
I thought it was
Hasbro announced they will be cutting an additional 20% of its global workforce over the next year to cut costs via the Wall Street Journal. Reuters and now others, between 900 and 1,100 jobs will be cut. Reasoning given is that the slowdown in toy sales post-COVID continued stronger than expected. This is an addition to the 1,000 jobs cut earlier this year.
Oh, it did. Oh, wow, it is. All right, shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to be optimistic, but damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think the real shitty part of it. I mean, of course, the entire situation is shitty, but like 2 weeks before Christmas, that really sucks.
Yes.
And
No,
then,
the shittiest part is he'll cut 1,100 people, and then they'll give him a huge bonus at Christmas time because
sure.
he got
Yeah.
the numbers down. That's the
Right.
shitty part.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean it's so ridiculous, and like people in the chat were saying, and like what we just talked about, like they're licensing out their brands to all these other companies, like Super 7 for G.I. Joe O-ring stuff. They gave up on that. We have whatever McFarlane's going to do with these.
And I think soon Super 7's going to give up on that.
No, that's a whole
7,
other thing.
Super 7 might give up on a lot of things,
Yeah,
like selling and making toys.
And being a business.
that's a whole other can of worms. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, you're right. Like
That's pure speculation, by the way. We have no inside knowledge on it.
yeah,
Right,
well,
yeah.
yeah.
Just
I mean,
before anyone says we said something,
right.
I just based on the Entertainment Earth sale where the G.I. Joe Ultimates were $10 a piece, and then the same day the G.I. Joe ship for the O-rings didn't fund, I was like, yeah, you guys seem like you're doing great.
Yeah, I gotta get the I think
like, ship me my turtle van, and then I don't care anymore. Actually,
think
no
it's-
shit, I still need my cat slayer.
I
Then
think
don't
it's
care.
still on sale. But I want to pick up the Sandy Ultimates from the SpongeBob line because it was $25 instead of $55, and I was like, oh, I might get that. But
Yeah, I mean, I stopped buying them new a long time ago
Yeah,
because they just
yeah.
always go on sale.
I don't think I can say it, but I know that there was at least tooled a Wave 5 of reaction figures for Mighty Morphin. I know what
Josh, you
But-
can't preface it with "I don't think I can say this," and
Well,
then
I
just
don't
say
think
the
I can
whole
say
fucking thing.
the specific names, but
Oh, okay.
What did you say? It got canceled?
no, like they tooled them and they were like ready to go. They just gotta like go into production, but I don't know if they actually ever will.
That
But
sucks because, like, where I'm at, we don't tool shit unless
yeah,
we have,
like as far as I'm aware, like they were like done. I'm not sure exactly how long ago.
If
but
if the tools get done, usually
I would hope so. Yeah,
it's happening because
Right.
you're pretty far into the process at
right.
that point.
Yeah.
but I won't say what the names are. But like yeah, like it's just everything's kind of falling apart with like Super 7 with HasBroke. Like it's not looking great.
I guess kids just don't buy toys anymore.
Well, I mean,
No, wait, hold on. At the
that's
beginning of the pandemic, right?
yeah,
At the very beginning, they were saying, "Hey, toy sales are looking good because like not everyone is like, I guess, going out anymore, so to entertain kids." Toys were being bought, board games were being bought.
Well,
Those
the
were
kids are
doing
going
really well.
outside again, I guess.
Well, what's
I wish they would
so-
stay in their homes and leave me alone, but they keep coming outside.
Well, I mean, what it also comes down to is like, even what we were talking about like earlier tonight with like when we were going over our hauls from Ross and Ollie's and stuff like that. Like so many Hasbro things
Yeah.
are showing up there. I know that there was a couple channels that were talking about it, and I'm sure that it's true, especially with this, that a lot of stuff starting next year is going to get shorter or smaller production runs because they want to try to avoid that stuff from happening. Because a lot of people are just like, well, why would I pre-order anything at this point? Because I can just find it at Ollie's or Ross or something in like 6 months. And
yeah, I want to get away from like pre-ordering every single thing that comes out because I don't like that to be like the toy culture anymore.
No,
because
yeah,
it's
it's tricky because like I agree with you. Like it's not fun to have like 1,000 pre-orders on hand, but at the same time, it's also like, you know, not good to not pre-order anything and just hope that everything's gonna go to like $5 clearance on.
I don't even mean that. I just mean like I used to like going to a store and being surprised when I found something.
Or that too, yeah. You're
like
right.
I just don't think everything needs to be. You don't need to pre-order every single figure that gets released. Like pre-order the like premium Bandai stuff or stuff that's made to order, HasLabs, whatever.
Right,
that's all
right.
fine. But like just normal retail like Transformers, I'm like, I'll just get it on Amazon or wherever it shows up. Like I don't need to pre-order all this shit.
For sure. Yeah, it's
And like another thing is they're only showing up at those places because they can't move them at the new retail prices that they put them at. They inflated it to the point where no one can buy them.
And that's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't know this for a fact, but I believe it to be that they're not coming from Hasbro. When Ross gets this shit, they buy it from Walmart. They buy it from Target. They buy it from these other stores.
It's not from Hasbro.
So it's whatever sat around in the warehouses
it's
or
like
on the
after
shelves
Target,
of Walmart and Target.
Yeah.
Because like I went to Target one time, this was a while ago, and they had a big clearance section, and I was like, oh, I think this will go down a little bit more. I'll come back in a week or something like that. And I came back and the whole clearance section was gone. And I asked the lady what happened, and she's like, oh, they boxed it all up last night, and it got sent to TJ Maxx or Ross or whoever bought the lot of shit.
It's like after they put it like the final clearance price that Target's going to put it at, then they
So from my understanding, like once Target buys that shit from Hasbro, it's theirs. Like Hasbro doesn't take it back. Like if Target goes to Hasbro and says, I want, just to use easy numbers, 10 cases of G.I. Joe figures, they go, great, sold, here you go.
Right.
And then Target sells 2 cases, they go, well,
but to
I
that point,
I gotta go to make some of my money back. I gotta go sell these 8 cases to Ross or whoever.
And to that point, though, like we've also seen, like, you know, Target and Walmart and stuff are seeing that's happening more often. Like, I know, like Target and like Walmart aren't carrying like that. What was it, the Marvel Knights wave of Marvel Legends and a couple other waves, where they like would have totally, you know, usually been in stores, but are basically. You know, well, they are just like basically online.
But I think it's to Corey's point. The prices are just getting crazy.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. The prices.
I mean, I don't need to pay $30 for one Marvel Legend,
right?
You know, like maybe I'm going to buy 1 or 2 characters that are my absolute favorite.
I think what really hurt them, in my opinion, is that like when they did that first price increase to the $22.99, like that was annoying, of course, but. It's the fact that like not even a year and a half later they jumped up to the $24.99.
Well, that's because dickheads got to please the shareholders.
Exactly. So like
they'll just keep buying it if I just keep raising the price. It's like no. You ever been to like a shitty restaurant that's not doing well, and they're like, "Well, we're gonna have to raise prices so we can pay rent," and it's like, "Yeah, but your food sucks, so you don't raise the price." Like the reason you're not successful is because your food's bad. So you don't raise the price on bad food. It's like the old joke, like, yeah, I sell vacuum cleaners for $1 million a piece, and everyone's like, you're crazy. He's like, yeah, but I only have to sell one. You know what I mean? But yeah, but that doesn't work.
No, you're right. Yeah, like I think it's like, in my opinion, one of the things that hurt them the most is that very small gap of time where $22.99 was the price point. That should have stuck around. That should still be the price point. Like the fact that they went ahead and jumped it even higher so quickly.
When they opened up that clearance section on Hasbro Pulse and Toy Bro, I had to applaud because he was like, "Oh, it's the what toys used to cost sale." And it was literally all the $20, like all the $25.99 were now $19.99. I was like, "Oh, it's a time machine," is what you built.
Yeah, exactly. No, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, it's no doubt that COVID fucked up a lot of things.
Right.
And you know, people are still reeling from that. And I
mean, they are definitely going to be cutting down on some production.
Gouging us is not how you make your money back.
I fail to believe that that's still like an issue. I feel like
it's not.
And with most companies, they just got greedy and said, "Hey, we raised this." They still bought it,
Well, it's like
Let's raise it
it's like
again.
the gas crisis with the airplanes. Oh, there's a gas crisis. We have to charge you for your checked bags. Gas crisis is over. You still pay for checked bags? Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Because, like you said, people get used to it. They leave it. They're not going to take it away if you keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Daniel brought up a good point, like, which is ridiculous to me. But some of the more recent Black Series figures have been taking away articulation points.
Yeah, like they only have one elbow and stuff now, right?
Well, not even that, they don't have a thigh swivel anymore.
Really?
The more recent ones, they cut that out. Is weird and ridiculous. But like, yeah, so like not only is the prices going up on them, you're getting less. You're literally getting less articulation, which is dumb and weird.
I mean, I understand that they have a line that they need to meet, but I just don't think they're making the right choices.
They're not.
to make that line. I
mean, and think about how many brands they shelved this year. You know, like Indiana Jones did terrible. That got shelved.
But here's the thing: Indiana Jones is not their brand.
It's not.
Yeah.
But like,
I think that was part of the Disney deal to keep doing Star Wars. You got to do some indie shit for us because we got a movie coming out.
Right.
Because they did stuff for when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, and that didn't really do well either. I just think indie toys are not super desired, and so like they did a run just while that movie was around, and then they're like, okay, that was a favor for you, and we're done.
Pretty much, like, besides like the Lego Indiana Jones set, pretty much all Indiana Jones toys like never really sell that well.
Yeah, no, I mean those ones that we like basically killed Mission Fleet, so
right. So
that
like,
was awesome.
Like I know that isn't their brand specifically, but like that got shelved. Power Rangers got shelved.
Who says Ghostbusters too? But again, that's just the license. So I mean,
right.
they can make a deal with Sony or Columbia or whoever it is, and then that's for a certain amount of time. And then if they're like, well, they're not selling, we're not going to renew this. So it's not really like, oh, I bought this brand and now it's not working for me. That's just a contract that they don't have to renew, and so that's not a continued money loss. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, it does.
They can walk away from that,
right? But like, I mean, their biggest. I know Fortnite's another licensed brand, but like, I mean, this year alone, they shelved Indiana Jones, Fortnite, Dungeons and Dragons, and Power Rangers, and like 2 of those were in-house brands, 2 of them were not. But like, that's a lot of brands.
But again, Dungeons and Dragons was really just because that movie came out. I didn't really expect that to be like a continued ongoing.
Well, I'm sure that they wanted it to be.
I mean, if it had sold well, they could have made it one. But
well, I guess technically starting lineup also got shipped too.
I think starting lineup was a big whoop. Yeah, that was
starting
a big
and ending.
I've been seeing, by the way, speaking of that, I've been seeing people find the like basketball hoops that they sold for like $5 at Ross.
Oh, really? I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was sold anywhere but on their online.
It isn't, but Ross has it. So
that's funny.
I know it's not strictly in the toy section, but just speaking of D&D, that has only seen an increase since the pandemic.
Oh yeah,
they
like
make
a
ton of money
stuff,
off
right.
of
Right.
Do they
that
do cards for D&D, or is it just the books and stuff?
books. They do
Like little figurines.
some figures and cards and stuff. It's mostly the books and stuff. Yeah. But they'll sell like whole box sets as well.
Oh shit! Astronaut got LeBron James or TJ
Yeah,
Maxx.
that's what
Hold on, was that a Space Jam toy?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've
But
seen
was it-
Space Jam around.
Well, like, and it, like, what? I mean, they're never going to acknowledge it, but like, if you go to like the starting lineup Twitter accounts or whatever, like a year ago, they posted that they're like, "Oh yeah, NFL figures are coming in 2023." Well, 2023 is over in 2 weeks, and they've never said anything about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe basketball wasn't the right sport to start out with. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So like that failed really badly.
I think the problem with those, and again, this is pure speculation, but the price was way too much because I'm
was.
sure they had to pay these people likeness rights,
right.
and so they had to go to their agents or whatever
And even if they
negotiate
didn't,
this
I'm
shit.
sure just the licensing for like NBA stuff was expensive.
That's what I'm saying. So you're paying the teams for the licensing of their logos. You probably have to pay the individual players for their likeness rights.
Or
So it
probably,
was
like,
just
like Nike shoes and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it was a ridiculous just probably money sink, and so they had to make them so expensive. And then to try to pretend that there was extra value for that price, they threw NFTs in, which
Plus,
was a
I'm
bullshit thing.
personally bitter towards the starting lineup because I know that part of the reason why Lightning Collection's quality control fell apart was because of starting lineup. So since they put starting lineup in the China factory, and then because of that, they moved Lightning Collection to the Vietnam factory.
Yeah, I think that was a big swing and a miss. There were so many things that so much money up front to get those off the ground,
For sure.
The price you had to make them.
Well, and you saw how
desperate
desperate they were because not only did you have the NFT thing, which was dumb, but then there was a period of time where it was if you buy them now, you get this 12-month subscription to some magazine or something.
What?
Why would you want that?
They slashed the price
they
20 or 30 bucks.
That didn't work. And if you watched any fan stream before the fan streams would start, they'd be like, "Hey, we had starting lineup." The ads would play. They were so desperate.
Yeah.
But
I mean, honestly, for $5, I might be. How big is is it a full half court basketball thing?
No, it's just a hoop.
It's literally just a hoop. Oh.
It's just a hoop.
I was if it was a whole half court playset, I'm you could use that for something else. For
for sure. I mean, honestly, even a hoop is kind of cool for the $5 or whatever that Ross had.
You use it with Optimus from that one time they played basketball in G1. Optimus Duncan.
But yeah, it's just it's ridiculous.
Going back to the D&D stuff, wasn't there also a time where they attempted to milk the fans by saying, "Hey, any of that shit you got going on that you've homebrewed off of ours?"
Oh yeah, that wasn't too long ago where they tried to.
That was
that's right, and then they had to walk it back because everyone on the internet told them to go fuck themselves.
I'm telling you, because I mean, I think part of it was the just not as popular of a brand as they thought, but that movie that came out this year was really solid. I actually really liked that movie.
Yeah,
but they did that whole nonsense a month before the movie came out, so I'm sure that hurt the movie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and it's not just to what Aresol was saying. D&D was going up, and at the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of board game shit was going up in terms of popularity and stuff. Magic, they still have pumping out endless
all kinds of cards
and ranking of the prices.
Yeah, even sports cards people were buying off the shelf. It was crazy.
Well, and I think it was Magic, didn't they have that problem where basically kind of what G.I. Joe's doing right now, honestly, where they're releasing way too many things at once?
Yeah. But that's all to say they're lying. They are lying about these things not selling well. I mean, the toys aren't doing well for the movies that weren't doing well. I get that. I see that. We all see that. But
I mean, certain things aren't selling well.
Exactly.
Not the cards and stuff. I don't think anyone's saying the cards aren't selling
well.
But
I
it's
still
also
think on all verticals, they're lying to us.
I don't think any brand did good at all because Rise of the Beasts was kind of a failure box office wise. It's I'm sure those toys didn't really do super well.
Yeah, I don't know how they did. I mean, obviously I bought them all, but that's not an indication.
And so I don't think a single Hasbro brand Star Wars didn't really even have any media this year except for Mandalorian season 3 and Ahsoka. So I don't think a single brand really did well for them this year.
Yeah.
So,
it also doesn't help that they released the toys so much later than they actually.
Well, that was a mess up with because Rise of the Beast got delayed a year.
Well, no, I'm saying with Ahsoka toys, what did we get? The mission fleet that they gave up on. That was.
No, there was Ahsoka toys in Vintage Collection and Black Series.
Okay.
Black Series actually surprisingly had those out actually kind of during the show still airing. Actually, time with that.
Then I stand corrected.
Caboose says the Comedy Central roast of Hasbro featuring.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, as the title implies, we were always going to talk about this topic. But I wasn't sure exactly where we would slot it in, but.
And the thing is, and I talked to Josh about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm we're always hey, fuck Hasbro. I hate that company. This, and that. And specifically, we hate the higher ups, not the people at the bottom who actually care and are losing their jobs. Because that's fucked, and they're
I
the
think
ones
that,
getting screwed the most.
One of the perfect examples of that sentiment is that the Marvel Legends team had a stream yesterday. I didn't include anything in the slides because I just wasn't sure if anybody really cared about the Wolverine stuff that they showed. But
there's a lot. Everything had Wolverine.
Yeah. Wolverine. That's their whole like new anniversary initiative thing for 2024. But the day before that, Dan from the Marvel team, who's usually pretty social on Twitter and stuff like that, was basically saying something along the lines of like, yeah, we got to stream tomorrow. This week is kind of rough, but we're going to kind of like put on a brave face.
We don't know what's happening.
So like, I felt, it's like, damn, that really sucks. Cause it's like, especially with the now standard fan stream thing that we've only ever had since the beginning of COVID, like we can actually put some names to some of these or faces to some of these people. So when you start seeing some of these people, I mean, and you've seen it before on Power Rangers and stuff like that. Some of the people who have come and gone, that like when you hear about these layoffs and everything, they don't feel as like nameless or unrelatable as they used to, because it could be like somebody who's on a stream, or it could be somebody who is referenced on a stream, or whatever it may be. You can actually see these people and possibly. So it really, really sucks that like, everything's going on for them. We don't know who's going to stay on the teams. We don't know who's getting cut and stuff like that. I mean, like, for example, like Emily, right? Like she's on like 6 different brands. I would imagine because of that, she's probably not cut, but like technically, I don't know. Like, which would be awful.
I would hope that at least the successful brands, people get to stay, like G.
Right, yeah, it's so hard. And
Marvel.
Daniel just said it in the chat, like Dwight looked like he was ready for a funeral on the stream. I think it was rough.
I mean, you think that, but like even again on the Wizards of Coast side, like a lot of them got cut.
So. Right, yeah, exactly.
And those things do well. So.
It does happen.
Yeah. Just so like they're squeezing until they can, like they're making it lean enough to operate and like make enough money and also skim off the top.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they should unionize. I think now's the time. Emily, get up there. Rally all the troops. Everybody. Unionize.
I cannot believe they have her on like 6 different brands. Like I will never. It will never get out of my mind now. Like seeing her live at PulseCon when she was doing like the different outfit changes, and she showed up like almost every other brand. I'm like, man, she must have been tired at the end of the day. I'm just like, it's insane.
What is her position?
She's like
union leader,
jack of all trades.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I think her official I think she's officially like marketing director or something like that. But they have her on, if I remember correctly, they have her on Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Magic, D&D, and Ghostbusters. So she's on so many damn brands.
Well, half of those are gone, so
that is true. I mean, at this point, she's primarily just on G.I. Joe, and she was in like the HasLab video for the Ghostbusters thing. But yeah, like I can't imagine how many things she has to try to balance with that. But yeah, it's just, it sucks. And it's the fact that like, this was an additional layoff to the one that they already did earlier this year. The fact that it came so close to Christmas, that's always a dick move.
Yeah, end of the year.
I mean, there never would have been a good time for it, but this is definitely not a good time.
They should just change the official fiscal year to end in like February or something, just so people can get through the holidays safe and then worry about this next year.
Yeah,
or at least not even safe, but just like at least a little more happy, I guess. Like not ignorant.
You're not worrying about it.
Yeah, like ignorance not the right word. Like, but like just. It'd be better to break that news like afterward than before. But
also, notice going back to this McFarlane stuff. Notice who Hasbro's sort of aligning themselves with, right? Like Super 7, already none of us like them. Like we shit on them all the time. McFarlane. I'm sorry, you're sponsored by them.
I mean, I like the free stuff they send me, but
But honestly,
McFarlane-
all 4 things that they sent you, Josh. I mean, let's be honest, they're not.
Oh, Daniel said Emily's official title is manager of global brand marketing via LinkedIn. So there you go.
Okay, but McFarlane, I think like within the comic book industry, didn't he like fuck over Neil Gaiman or something, and like involving rights over shit?
I feel like I've
No
heard
idea.
certain things like because like I don't collect his figures and stuff like that.
Right.
I've seen people talk about him and like talk about those kind of things, but I'm not super privy to all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But
The only thing I will say about McFarlane as a positive is that I genuinely do not know who he's ripping off in what part of the supply chain, but he's somehow able to make 6-inch plus figures for around the $20 price point still. I don't know how that fucking works.
I was reading or watching a video or something. If somebody brought it up on YouTube or something when this got announced, but like I didn't know about this line. I don't know how new it is, but there's like a new subline of his DC Multiverse or something that's like $30 figures. That are still like the 7-inch or whatever, and sometimes come with like less accessories than like the regular ones do.
Yeah.
So the one positive thing I can say about Toddy Mac is that he created Venom, and that's about it.
Fair.
Sure.
Fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, like the only thing I'm familiar with him, like I've seen the DC Multiverse figures. I have the Peacemaker and the Bloodsport ones from Suicide Squad, just because I really liked that movie and that show. Besides that, like I don't really know too much about them because I just don't.
Yeah,
like
when are we getting season 2 of Peacemaker? By the way, I'm still holding out hope.
I know. Well, James Gunn's got to film Superman first, so
Yeah, but it's
That's the years for me. He's got to squeeze it.
McFarlane is worth looking into. HasBroke is aligning themselves with all these people.
They're not
And
aligning themselves. They're whoring
There's
themselves
this-
out. There's
all
a
right.
difference.
No,
There's a
I mean,
not-
They're not
I'm
like,
not
we
saying-
stand firm with Toddy Mac. They're just like, oh, he gave me a check, so I told him he could play with my toys. It's very different.
all
We're not
right.
taking a moral stance, Corey. This is a business. People don't care. Everyone in business is a whore.
and you're
Go
not
where the
wrong.
money is.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I'm not trying to be like super. I'm just using that term as a easy way to explain it to you. But I'm just saying they go where the money is. That's how these people operate.
No, yeah.
No.
I will say though, I think
Trust me, if Toddy Mac comes out tomorrow and makes some cringe, horrible statement, this deal will break up faster than you can blink.
I've always thought
We'll
it was really stupid that his figures are 7-inch, just so they just barely not scale like anything else. That's annoying. I hate that idea.
Thank you. You can put that on your tombstone.
Yeah.
Oh man, like
All right.
yeah, it's just everything's a mess.
Yeah. Did we all get everything out that we needed to? Anything else? Anyone else have any
I
lingering?
think I got everything out that I'm allowed to say or can say. So or want to say.
Chris, Aresol, we good?
I mean, yeah. The D&D fandom is not happy with this, and there's far more alternatives now. So fuck
That's
them.
good. Yeah. And like that, the D&D stuff reminds me of those predatory like textbook companies. They make a few small revisions each year and then release it, and that's the updated version, and you have to get it.
Who
At
does
least with schools, it's
I didn't until the press release came out for this. Like, I didn't even know that there was D&D comics. Is that a thing? I didn't know about that.
I mean, they could make them.
I don't know about
Like
that.
I said, sometimes they make original shit.
Gotcha.
I bought the I think I told you guys this story already, but I bought the Batman animated series figures that they did recently, and I bought 2 Batmans and the right leg snapped off immediately both times I tried to move it. So I was like, well, I'm done with these. And it's funny because like the rest of the line is fine. And it's weird because most of them have the kind of joint where it's like a piece where the leg slides forward. It's not a ball joint. It's like a piece, and then when you bring it back, that piece stays, and then the leg goes out on a hinge like this. So like the whole leg swings like this, but then just the hip goes like that. And most of the other figures are like that, and they're perfectly fine. And then they're like, we're going to do ball joints just for Batman's hips, but we're going to fuse them so that if you move it at all, the peg just snaps off because the ball joint has been glued into the socket of the leg. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. Why didn't we just stick with this works? This works with everyone else. And when I went to look at Wave 2 today, I was like, okay, that one has the good kind of leg. That one has the good kind of leg. Okay, I'll pre-order these.
Also, buy Shoto.
You should buy Shoto. Yeah, Shoto's
always buy Shoto. Always the perfect answer.
It's also a fantastic substitute for Lightning Collection. So
that's right. Yeah.
There you go.
Or you can buy the Bandai Legacy figures I found at Gabe's the other day because
oh my god,
I walked in and there was a legacy blue in space on the table and I went, huh? And I picked it up and I took a picture of it and then I turned slightly to the right and there was a whole wall of them. It was that wave that was like in space, I think blue and pink.
I saw your post about that.
Maybe
I was
black, and then it was like Mighty Morphin yellow. And there was somebody else.
I think that was wave 3 and like 4 of them.
Yeah,
I went like a town over to find some of those in stock and buy them.
Back in the day, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I almost have every Legacy figure because I wanted to get that entire line just kind of for like historical purposes, I guess, or whatever. Like just I thought the line was interesting. But when I saw your post of that, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing! I have all of those already, but. Like, God.
Yeah, it was so random. It's like, where am I?
All right. Where are you? We're at Star Wars. They released a few more things.
I forgot that the news wasn't over.
Yeah. There were a few things, but I only put in the thing that I cared about, and it's these the retro collection, like these dudes.
Oh,
which is
I didn't see these.
Is this new?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the made me think
I did see a picture of this Jar Jar. I thought it was something somebody just like fan made because they said I want this, but it does exist. It's real.
Did you see that almost perfect Attack of the Clones Black Series 2 pack that they put up this week?
Yeah,
the one with C-3PO's head on the
head. I'm like, apparently it was I didn't know this, but it was the first Super Battle Droid to be in the Black Series.
Is it really?
I think they also did a standalone Super Battle Droid, I think.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Like at the same time, like they released, like I think they're both up for pre-order right now.
Oh, okay.
Let me look. I might be wrong.
But like the C-3PO head is fun, but like, why didn't you include a regular Battle Droid?
That's fun for one purchase.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is the 2-pack. The picture on the front page is just the Super Battle Droid.
Okay.
Well, it's like that's a fun inclusion, but like, why didn't you include the regular head? Because that would have been a perfect Army Builders pack.
Yeah, I agree.
Regardless,
I agree.
I didn't see these before. These are cool.
But yeah, these it's dumb. My brain is stupid. I'm kind of into these. Once these go on clearance, I will buy these.
They did a pack for Jedi recently that had like Mon Mothma and some.
What's with all of the prequel merchandise all of a sudden? It's not like
we're nearing some anniversaries for these.
Are we?
So.
It would be the 25th anniversary next year for Phantom Menace.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Phantom Menace came out in '99.
I guess I noticed a lot of like, you know, Attack of the Clones stuff recently, and I was like, what are we doing that for?
Blade Raider said, "Why is Legend's new form next to Qui-Gon Jinn?"
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I'm
just
these.
surprised the retro collection is still going on because that means now they're going to have Epic Hero Series, retro collection, and vintage collection all at the same scale.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's very.
But
strange.
We are getting closer and closer to Clone Troopers in this style. I know we had like the old like 5-pack of the Clone Troopers, or like the Republic thing when the 5 POA line was dying, like at the very end.
I just bought those vintage collection Army Builder, like the 4-packs, because they came out to like $10 a figure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Some about this style. Like I watch a lot of retro blasting, and they talk about the Kenner style with such reverence. They hate these things, but like
you watch that channel too?
Yeah.
The asshole with the DeLorean.
Yeah.
There are things on there I agree with, things on there that I don't. But
That dude is one grumpy dick.
I think
That's coming from me.
I think that Corey summed it up perfectly. There are things I agree with.
Like when I can't deny when he does really good coverage of fan-made Kenner style toys, it's really interesting.
Yes,
he has an incredible knowledge base.
Whenever he's
Why does he
also has
about like a specific toy line or something, it's interesting.
Yes.
I'm just surprised he hates these because I would think they'd be right up his alley.
It's because like the construction isn't quite up to snuff, and like it depends on like what they're sort of adapting as the Kenner style, because technically Kenner got better in terms of their sculpting later on. Sometimes fabric was there, sometimes it wasn't, and these take a very inconsistent like mindset in making these. Is sort of the understanding I got from his videos. But either way, I'm kind of into these, and I'll buy them on clearance.
Well, that'll help keep making them.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, they'll make them anyway. Like this.
Honestly,
happened,
I can't imagine
that
this has much left in the tank. I'm honestly
Yeah.
surprised they keep like every time they come out with more of them. I'm like, who's buying these? Like, I see them at Ollie's all the time for $3. I'm like no one's
they
buying
look
them.
cool, and I like the idea behind them, but like they're way too expensive.
Yeah. Also,
not at Ollie's.
Well, that's not at Ollie's.
Jar
But now,
Jar
what
should
is-
just come with like a frog that they molded for Grogu or something. I don't know why he has this blaster. It's really weird.
Because he's
Picked up
done
a droid
taking your
blaster.
shit. Jar Jar, it's been 25 years and he's tired of it. Misa pissed. But I was like, what is this? Like, what are these? Because I know that these are like, they're not individual figures. They sell them as like a box of all of them, right? That's what I know they just did one for Jedi, and that was, you couldn't buy them separately.
Mhm.
So what do these go for? I don't even
I
know
have
what
no
they
idea.
cost.
I didn't even look. Because like I said, I buy them on clearance. So
Well, I was gonna say
You buy them for the price that they should be.
yes.
but I'm just saying they're probably like at least $10 a piece when they were single figures, right? Maybe even 12.
there.
Because they started doing those like mold injection test shot ones where it's just like, here's a bunch of randomly colored Luke and Boba Fett's, and then there are people that were like, I have to get every random iteration because this one has a green head and this one has a green arm and this one has a blue head. I'm like, whatever, dude. If that makes you happy, go to town. But
I'm
Jesus.
so glad I don't collect those, because I definitely would be one of the people that would track down.
Yeah, that is true. That would be very dangerous.
For
you.
sure. Yeah.
But
Glad.
so I think the reason they kind of started doing these box sets is because I think the single ones aren't really selling in stores. So they're like, okay, we'll just do them as box sets. That way the people who do want them will just buy the whole box set. It's easy for them. They don't have to hunt.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to worry about sending them to Ollie's later.
And also, it's kind of cool to just be like a whole movie, like at once.
Yeah.
But it's also like, to me, like if these are $12 a piece and Vintage Collection is like $15, why the hell wouldn't I just go to Vintage Collection? Because I get knees and elbows and thigh cuts and more accessories and things like that. So, and for some reason, my Target still sells brand new Vintage Collection for $12.99 because I guess no one gave them the memo that they've all gone up to like $15, $16.99, and I'm certainly not going to tell them. I found Thrawn there the other day, and I was like, $12.99. I was like, that's almost on sale. Like, I might as well just get this now because on Hasbro and Amazon, it's like $16.99. This is like, 25% off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Those are these guys. Moving on. Oh, it's time for Wheeljack.
Wheeljack. I put a surprise in here for you, Corey.
Oh, okay. I hope I updated this.
I did it before you brought the news up, so. Nice. I love it.
All right, let's take a look. Ooh,
yeah,
boy,
so this is that Year of the Dragon thing.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
He's a friend.
That's one beefy stand.
Yeah. I like this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to depend on how easily accessible it is. Like, if I have to like track it down on eBay or something, I'm not going to bother. But if like, hey, Hasbro Pulse got a bunch of these, and now it's a 25% off everything sale. Okay, great. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great color scheme, and it was a decent mold back in the day. But I'm also kind of just like, if it was a brand new figure, I think I'd be way into it. But because it's just like a reuse of a Last Night or whatever the hell movie this was from, I'm kind of like,
It's a nice reuse.
Yeah, it is. Don't get me wrong, it is. I just don't know how much I care. Like I said, to me, it's going to be how easy it is to get. I think that's
For
going to
sure.
be what determines it for me. But yeah, it's
I like the color scheme.
yeah, no, for sure. And the
absolutely.
translucent pieces, like they added to the dragon head, I think are really cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, we'll see. It also is going to depend on how much they want to charge for it. That's going to be a big component of it as well.
Probably too much.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yep.
Well, I mean, this was what, a $30 figure back in the day. So if they're like, this is $80, I'm going to be like, you have fun with that.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah.
But it does look good. I agree.
Mhm.
I like it in this brighter color scheme because the other one was all that like gray
Yeah.
with like the rust wash and everything. And I'm like, this is definitely like a fun bright color scheme, which I think makes it pop a
Yeah.
lot more.
It's weird because like when they initially released like those Dinobots, weren't they all like weird garish colors? And then the movie after that, they were like, oh wait, that wasn't accurate. Let's make everything boring.
Yeah. Well, in the movie they were just gray and metal, but the
Yeah.
toys, yeah, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
the one guy was red, the other guy was like teal and gold or
Mhm.
whatever. Like real jungle color scheme.
Yeah. All right, cool. I put this in here because like
this is this old Cyberverse trailer again. I bought this back in the day. So they did this trailer plus like some, Warrior class Optimus and Cyberverse as a pack back in the day. I got it on clearance at Walmart for like $20. And the trailer is fun, especially for like mini cons or Micromasters. It's a great scale, and I think the trailer is really cool. I just think it's funny that they're just trotting it out again with this like sad Warrior class Cyberverse. Like, it's probably the exact same release that I bought because I remember
looks similar.
it's got like a slightly different paint scheme to it, honestly.
Mm.
But it's that same Optimus where he's stuck with his elbows at 90 degrees, because of how he transforms, so the arms don't move at all. I don't know if it's the same Optimus because honestly, when I bought this, I was like, this is cool. Cab, throw. Trailer, super fun, play with it all day. And then I just used, because the way it connects, if you see where it's connected, it's just like a piece, and the legs just like hook under it, and that's how it pulls.
Oh, okay.
So you could literally, it's just an open cavity. So like as long as anything has any kind of piece that sticks up, which like every Optimus has his toes stick up in the back, you can just drop that on the back of anything. So I mean, you could even put it on like core class Optimus if you wanted to. It probably would look stupid, but it could probably still pull it. Like there's no like peg or anything that needs to peg in to pull it. So
right.
Yeah, like I don't think I looked twice at the Optimus that came with it. I just wanted the trailer, and the trailer's fun. But it is true, like EarthSpark has really just become 5 original toys and a ton of Cyberverse shit that we're just gonna pack in again and just put it under a new label.
It's really like it makes so much more sense now why Hasbro generated these evergreen designs.
Yeah.
So that everything can almost look like that, and just they fart them out again.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it is a shame because there has been way more Cyberverse reuse in EarthSpark than I originally expected there to be, like depressingly so.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because like it's a good cartoon from what I've seen so far. I am behind, but I think it if they gave it a little bit more love, they could really make some good stuff. But they seem, I assume it's because all the money stuff, like that's all part of it. So
yeah,
they're just like, we already have this, just put EarthSpark on it and fart it out again.
Yep.
But I mean, if you missed this trailer the first time, it is a fun trailer. I think the Prime is kind of a crap toy because he has no arm articulation. It's one of those Warrior class where it has an arm gimmick and that screws up the articulation and everything. But The trailer's a lot of fun. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Did someone say tidal wave in the chat?
Tidal Wave.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this guy.
So yeah, it's just more pictures of Tidal Wave. They have
Yeah, pretty much.
pictures over here on the side of him next to the Ark and the Nemesis,
Mhm.
and then showing you in size comparison to Megatron and how
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have other pictures that actually show how the
I
back
do.
pops out?
Yeah. Before that, here's like the glamour images of
Yeah, so robot
boy
mode, vehicle
himself.
mode, and I guess he's got a base mode now, which honestly
Sure.
I don't hate. I mean, they give stupid base modes to a lot of things.
Mhm.
It's very kind of Fort Max esque in terms
Yeah.
of the spaceship mode for Fort Max. But I mean, it could be all right. He's got the like ramps with the parapets, and
Yeah.
we'll see how
I
it is
can't
in
wait
person.
to litter this with all 2 of my mini cons.
That's right. Well, you could use Micromasters.
That's true.
Honestly, I'm just going to pose a bunch of Magic Square shit around it. That's how you do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, also here
Yes.
are the Dark Fleet parts. And like they're so what? These are individual pieces just sort of hanging out inside the bigger dude.
So I'm not sure about all of the pieces, but I know, like, I think at least this middle section hides in like his back, and it just
Okay.
pops out like one of Soundwave's cassettes, and then you connect it to Megatron. So Tidal Wave himself is obviously too big to interface with Leader Class Megatron, so they had to make smaller parts that somehow connect to the body that you pop off and then connect to Megatron. So I don't know if the top one is actually part of like his, the actual robot, but I don't think so. So
okay. I mean, it's got these like, and I don't know if it's for Megatron, but like there are
Caboose
clips
called a
back.
microwave. I love it. That's fantastic. That's canon. I love that. There's tidal wave and microwave.
Yeah.
To make popcorn.
Yeah. Also, he has
That'll probably
these
burn
just he just has these lifts right here for his feet. It's so cute.
It's honestly probably because they're bigger. Like it gives him a wider base, so he doesn't fall over because he gets so top heavy with that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's like a significant heel here for this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't fall over. But yeah, it'll be fun. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I once again can't wait for clearance. So
well, you'll be waiting a while.
Yeah, no. I really hope they get to the Energon one too with all the electricity details.
Yeah, that was a great repaint.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it says, okay, Blade Raider says the aircraft carrier is the robot's thumbs. That's fantastic.
Oh.
He can reconfig to get different hands while removed. There's a pick in there somewhere. Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, okay. So
okay.
Like these hands.
So part of this comes off. Okay.
Okay. So like what right here? Like
yeah, probably like from the wrist down.
Okay. That's neat. That's
really and then, like I said, I know this middle part on the left is the part that hides in his ass. I don't know where the bottom part comes from. Yeah, on the back. Yeah.
Huh. Man, I wish I could see it from here. But,
he's got literally like a piece of his back, like his back just opens like this, and then you just like slide it out, and then it closes.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. I'm in love with this. Can't wait for it. Okay. Moving on. This one's interesting because somebody just on Twitter one day was gifted the original CAD models for unreleased animated figures. Or not CAD models, but just like the sheets that they had them on. Yeah, no, but this is an animated Cybertronian Bumblebee, and that looks really cool. I think they said it was a deluxe. Here is the car mode.
Oh shit, he turns into the car from Tron Legacy.
This read very beachcomber to me. Yeah, I like this. Also, there was an animated Activators Hot Rod that was planned, I guess.
You got some junk in the trunk.
That's right. Yeah, but these were those like almost one step sort of Transformers, spring loaded, and it looked great. I loved the activators. I had like a handful of those.
I don't know.
So.
I might. Oh, you know what? The only ones I think I had were they used to do sometimes like an activator in a 2-pack with like an actual deluxe figure. Like I know they did like a Bumblebee and a Shockwave one time that I got somewhere cheap, and I think that's like you pressed like Bumblebee's little siren and he popped open. I think that's the only one I had.
Back in the day, I used to watch like PR's reviews of some of the stuff, and if you got like the Legends Bumblebee, the Activators Optimus, the Deluxe Class Bulkhead, and like some other stuff, you could fashion together like a mini-sized team of the animated crew.
Oh, that's cool. Do you ever notice how like PR's camera doesn't have a zoom function?
I have not watched any of his stuff recently, so no.
Yeah. He shoots everything from across the room, and he's like, "Yeah, you can see here that it does that." And I'm like, "No, I can't see it because you refuse to get any closer."
Yeah, that's these. I just thought it was cool. I don't know if this is technically news, but it'd be cool. Yeah. Also, here's that Yellow Park Megatron, but in a nice clear plastic. And you know how I like nice clear plastic. It's
Did you say Yellow Park?
YOLO Park.
Okay. I thought you said Yellow Park.
Yellow Park.
Did you say YOLO pork?
Nice.
You only
that sounds delicious.
I don't know. I saw this and I thought it looked pretty, and that's about as far as that went.
He's in a very suggestive pose, very crotch forward.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
The dog's in it.
Ooh! Oh, is this it? Is this?
Yeah, I put this in for Corey. This is I think it's Fans Hobby or some third-party company is making the Star Saber.
These are nice.
I just threw it in for fun. I saw it at the last minute.
Yeah, these are really cool. I'm hoping at some point Hasbro just does something like these, but nah,
I doubt it.
Yeah, I like them. If Hasbro doesn't do anything, I'll have to get these. So,
and they likely won't.
They'll likely go on.
They did something already. They made a sad little one slug piece.
And then promptly fired 11,000 people. 1,100 people.
11,000, goddamn.
1,100.
They fired more people than they have hired.
Oh shit! Oh,
they fired some people from Toddy Mac's company. They're like part of the licensing deal. We get to fire some of your employees. We got to be 11,000.
This is the third party one they did.
Yeah, I think this is their version of Armada Prime because I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, this isn't Hasbro's one. So
yeah,
they did this a couple years ago. I think they just did an Energon one too, which was kind of neat. But yeah, so they just threw this in here with him. But I'm sure it would work with the Hasbro one too.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Oh, we newsed.
That's it.
Yeah.
But that's good. We had that whole rant about Hasbro. We got almost 2 hours out of it, so we're good.
Yeah, no. Not mad at it. I'm mad at Hasbro.
We all are.
Yeah.
Oh, Caboose. You're talking about their version of Armada Prime is nice, but a bit fragile. See, that's the thing. If I'm buying
he's talking about his friend.
Oh, okay. You tell him to wear a helmet.
Thanks for stopping in, Caboose, by the way. I know you always miss my Patreon streams, but it was nice having you here.
Also, Eric's very excited about YOLO pork. He thinks that sounds delicious. You'll only love one pork.
John Pork is calling. You'd better pick up.
John Pork?
Yeah, John Pork. Yeah, I wish I could see more Josh. All right, Josh, take it off. The chat's requesting. You want to see more Josh.
More Josh. You
don't want to.
All right, stop,
here's
Josh.
Our new segment, More Josh.
No. You see enough of me as it is.
Yeah, Josh showed feet yesterday. Anyway,
God. Nobody's gonna understand what that means.
Josh is starting an OnlyFans since his,
yeah, that's right.
Don't spoil it, God.
his $20 patrons and above.
Yeah, he's going to be
We
doing
get early
very
access
different
to
toy
his
reviews. Yeah, all right. I think we're good.
Oh my
Only
God.
Josh.
Drop stories not close.
That is true. He does
Yeah.
drop. Yeah, the closest thing to taking off.
I forgot about that one. Oh my God.
I was gonna say the only clothes Josh drops is his belts, his driver belts.
Yeah, you're right. Those I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, do we have any more clips we want to play before we get out of here?
I planned my whole day around that.
Yeah.
I needed that. Well, what happened? I needed that like a couple weeks ago. I remember somebody.
I needed that a couple weeks ago.
I remember you saying that in the chat.
There was something, and I was like, "Where's the thing of Josh as I play on my whole day?"
was
around
it
that?
was it the Fortnite concert or something, or the?
No, it was the Fortnite live event.
Yeah,
which was like it's Saturday at 2, and we all log in, and it was just like a 3-minute like movie commercial they put together, and I'm like, you didn't even play anything. We just watched it happen.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's what it
God.
was exactly.
It was a neat developer demo, I guess.
But it was like a trailer. Like they could have just put that on Twitter. It was not an event. There's no reason to make that an event. It was such a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully, Ryan will be back next week if the budget allows. And
Yeah. Without a Christmas bonus.
next week is what, the 22nd? I think we'll still be here.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
I will be home again.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We get Corey's jinx set up again.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, don't worry,
Where he
I'm
has
gonna-
to tape
I'm
his phone to a hanger with some duct tape and then like lay in the corner. I'm looking
It's nice.
forward to it.
It's nice not having audio or internet quality for once.
Oh well, we're getting it now. We're getting a sneak preview of Josh's internet.
No.
Yeah.
Freezing
Sneak
on him.
preview of his internet from the place that he'll still be from.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'll try to bring better audio stuff this time around, so I don't sound like I'm speaking directly into a trash can.
Appreciate it. Also,
yeah.
you can tell Eric doesn't watch the show anymore because he's like, no game. We haven't played a game in like a month.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
I'm thinking of putting something together for the new year. So
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, we'll
Aresol's big
there.
fat ass Pikachu show thing again. Whatever.
We're still workshopping the name.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure someone will ask for a graphic from me. So
But yeah, so hopefully we'll be back next week, which is the 22nd. The week after that might be sketchy just because and there's that internet, another
sketchy,
sneak
yeah.
preview for you guys. We'll keep you posted on Twitter. Follow us at Geek each week on Twitter. And
to keep yourselves company, go ahead and eat some Herbert.
Yes. And please, we still need to know if you call it Sherbert or Herbert.
Yeah, please partake in the Herbert.
But yeah, we'll let you know about the week in between Christmas and New Year's because that's obviously people will be having get-togethers and whatnot. So he just keeps locking them out. It's like a Josh strobe light. Josh is just strobing in and out. All right, guys. Have an excellent rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week.
God.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
There it is. Corey's Raven.